Hey y'all in, hey y'all hey y'all hey, this is KendyK. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. I don't know if my AirPods synced up or not. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is KendyK all day. Doesn't sound like they synced up. I'll try not to be so shaky over here with that. Welcome in, friends. This is KendyK. It's a Friday. We made it. We made it. And I am so glad. I don't know about you, but I am so glad that it is Friday. Yes. Thank you for locking in. Thank you for joining. This is KendyK all day. I'm looking, double checking. We do have sound, but I don't, doesn't look like I'm on the AirPods. Nice. Hey there, Harjary. Thank you for the invitation. I know that's right. Yeah. I'm just happy for this Friday. I really am. I really am, y'all. I just needed for it to be Friday. So thank goodness it is Friday. Well, I just came from the grocery store because I just needed to pick up some things. So that means that if this is just now the what 5th of December, and I think I went to well no, the last time I went to the store was what the day before Thanksgiving. I had to run into the store then. But if I'm going to the store this early in December, because y'all know I only go in the store one time a month. That's my goal. To go in the stores one time a month. And all of the times I'm gonna be picking up, by curbside pickup or have it delivered to the house. And I try to just go in the store to get my fresh meat and fresh fruit and produce. So, whatever the case, and let me tell you, the main reason why I don't go in the store is because I spend much more money when I'm in the store. Yes, I spend so much more money when I'm in that physical grocery store when I'm in there because I start a whole bunch of impulse buying instead of following my list. So I'm a person that appreciates folks whose job is to collect my food items for me because it tends to save me money. So today, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all kind of see what I purchased and let y'all know that I'm trying to get vlogmas vibes going on my channel and in my home. I'm trying to do Christmas and get ready for the holidays because we are already on December the 5th, KendyK. You've got 20 days to get it together. And so I have tried to reset the coffee station. So, so far, so good. So I've got the fireplace done in the living room, and I have reset the coffee station, trying to get it festive here in the coffee station. I see some things I want to add to the coffee station. So at least when I do coffee and tea, I'll be in the holiday vibes because I want that for me because Candy K loves Christmas. If you didn't know, I love Christmas. So why I am not better prepared for Christmas, I wouldn't know. I would not know. I'm just not. I'm just not better prepared for Christmas. So I'm getting there though. So y'all keep praying for me. If you're a believer, pray for me that I will have a very productive weekend of getting everything put out for Christmas. All of my lovely things that I like around me for Christmas. I want to get those out because I know it'll make me feel better. I just know it. I know it. I know it'll make me feel better. So thank you all for locking in. Thank you for checking in. So we're gonna do the grocery haul. These are the things I just picked up at the grocery store, and I will share pricing. But I want y'all to see, get a feel, because I feel like I could not believe it when I said, well, maybe I rang myself up. So that never puts me in a good mood when I have to pay for all this stuff and check it out myself, but I did because the physical lines were too long with cashiers doing the work. So I picked up, okay, so coffee station is set for, well, these are the first semblances. I said rembrances, semblances of the coffee station decked out for the holidays. Y'all remember this is a Scottish Highland cow, if you know cows. And I think I know it because one of my coworkers, she had these cows. And so it's the only type of cow that I know. Okay. It's those that have all that big long hair on them. Um, or maybe they're called Scotch Highlands, something like that. It's close enough, close enough. So now let's make some coffees, and then I'm going to do my groceries with you. Okay, I'm going to share with y'all what I got, and then we're going to talk about these prices because I could not believe how these few bags of things that I purchased rang up to this amount of money. So I just want y'all to see because I could not believe it. So thank y'all for joining in. Thank y'all for being locked in. This is KendyK all day. And I would not know why this is all flippy flappy everywhere, but hopefully it gets a little better. Okay. So now I got those cups. I got them at my favorite store it's not like I've never been in the store, but I just started going to Dollar General. And it was Monique Poe that reminded me, girl, go on back over there to the Dollar General. And yeah, I found these cute cups for my coffee station for $1. So shout out to Dollar General for having affordable prices so that we can do cute things to stay festive for the season. So I loved these. I love these. But if you like have coworkers at work that you're thinking about getting things for, to me it's the thought that counts. But to fill this with some chocolates, fill that cup like that with some chocolates and a handwritten card, the art of handwriting and giving folks a physical card for the holidays, for the birthdays, that's almost a lost art, y'all. I hate to say it, but it's almost a lost art. So I love that. Now is the time, and I'm especially doing it this year because I haven't been doing it the last few years. I'm going to send out Christmas cards. And actually, it's just going to be kind of my 50th birthday update on life updates and Christmas card. I'm going to send that out this year because for the last couple of years, I've been endeavoring to do Christmas cards again. And aren't they cute? Look at that one. $1 at Dollar General. So don't thank me, thank Monique Poe for always shopping the deals for us and sharing them on her channel. Look at that one. He's a snowman. And then these, you could get these in a 2-pack. It says Be Good. These came in a 2-pack with lids, little lids came on them too. Be Good or I Will Text Santa. And this one says Dear Santa, I Can Explain. This was a 2-pack. Shout out to Monique Poe. She's just doing what she does. But she gave me the impetus to go ahead into the Dollar General and see what I could see. And I found way too much stuff. But at least when they say $1, they mean $1 at Dollar General. Okay. At least you're not going to get to the register and somebody forgot to put a red sticker on top of the old dollar sticker and you get a surprise. At least they're not doing that to us at the Dollar General. So I have found my way back to the Dollar General. Thank y'all for joining in. Thank you all for being locked in. This is KendyK all day. It's a Friday, y'all, and we're just over here chit chatting. Y'all know one thing that KendyK can do is show enough run her mouth. Yes, I can. Can y'all tell that me running my mouth got me in trouble? A whole lot of time. I'm over here putting some whipped cream in my cup for my Friday cup of coffee. I'm no longer saying I'm down to 1 cup a week because that's probably not true anymore. But I'm definitely down to about 3 cups a week on average. Okay, depending on if I need it. My one nephew, uh, he uh, he used to tell my mom, so he used to tell his nana, "I need it, nana, I need it." Talking about the binky, baby. If you are calling for the binky, and if you can say that you need it, you don't need the binky anymore. So we all when we're making memories and things, we talk about that. Okay, so y'all know what kind of coffee I'm drinking, but for those who are new, it is KendyK's Gloria Jean's Hazelnut K-Pod. Hey there, Sunflower. How are you, friend? Welcome. Hope you had an awesome birthday. Tell us about it. Did you do anything special? Hope it was a great day no matter what you did. I'm glad you spent a little time with us. So I believe last that we talked to you, it was your birthday. Welcome in, Coffee No Cream. Welcome in, JC Calamity Jane. Look at these content creators and members of KendyK's crew, including Marjorie Nat. She was the first one in today. So thank you, friend. Thank you all for joining me. This is KendyK all day. Y'all, we're just real casual over here. Okay? Real casual over here. My sister gave me this little cow, and he lights up. So he was definitely gonna be a part of the mix in the coffee station. Most definitely. And then these mugs and things I picked up at Dollar General. Oh, you can't see them. I'm too close. Well, I already gave you a little fashion show. Okay. Because now it's time for coffee and conversation and all of the things. So welcome in, friends. What I want to say is this. Welcome. It's Friday. We made it. Thank you for being here. That's what I want to say, all those things. And happy holidays from KendyK. Y'all give me so much joy. You give me so much joy. Thank you for being locked in. So y'all, I literally have the hat on. Don't want to move the camera, but because then I'll have to reposition it and everything. But I literally wore the hat in the store because it's chilly outside and I still have the hat on. So I said I'm just gonna wear the hat. So we have these are 5 bone-in pork chops, and I normally don't get these because they normally are the loin chops without the bone, the boneless chops. And ain't there's something about these bone-in pork chops that just hit different. Okay, pork is the other white meat along with chicken. So speaking of chicken, so these are the meats. These are some Simple Truth natural chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So they're always going to be a little bit more. Oh, who gave me the hot chocolate? JC Calamity Jane. First of all, that is the cutest cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows. Calamity Jane. Y'all check out JC Calamity Jane. First of all, she is amazing. That was super cute. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate this entire if you're on the live stream, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, JC Calamity Jane. You're so sweet and kind. Thank you, friend. So I have these boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and They're always more expensive. So if you need a cheaper chicken thigh, just get the ones with the skin on it and take the skin off, because like here they didn't do a good job even of trimming, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'll finish trimming fat off and apparently skin. This is my coffee for the week. And I think I have one other coffee this week. So Sunday starts a new week for me, by the way. So there is that. I did get some snacks for my travel bag. I got these cashews and they were on sale. So it made me kind of look and make sure that they weren't old, because these were like $1 and I couldn't believe it. But yeah, they're good for the next year, September 2026. So these are going in my travel bag. I'll probably put one in the car and put one in my travel bag so that if I need a snack, it's not a sugary snack. And I picked up some shrimp, peeled and deveined, extra large. If you're trying to save money on shrimp and your family wants shrimp, then buy a smaller shrimp. This is the extra large. They have the jumbo, and then they even have the, what are the bigger ones than jumbo? They have one bigger than jumbo too. But the bigger the shrimp, the more the cost of the shrimp. So don't get extra large, get large. Okay. And then they'll be cheaper in price. Oh yes, hashtag friends. D Bossway says that is D Bossway is otherwise known as Harjarine Annette is her channel name. So if you're looking for D Bossway, the channel is Harjarine Annette, and you look it up with at D Bossway. Those are cute, and that is a great idea. Yeah, that's what I would do. I now work pretty much remotely, except for when I travel. But so I work at home mostly. So I get to save money in that respect because there's no need to do the office holiday. Not that I wouldn't do it, but it saves me money. So that's why we just finished Christmas in November. 4 weeks of blessing boxes going out to KendyK's subscribers and crew members. To great success. I loved doing that and can't wait for next year for KendyK's third annual Christmas in November blessing boxes. Yeah, I love that bone in. Yeah. Yeah. So pork chops are happening at some point. I don't know. I'm super excited about the pork chops. So I did get meat. Okay, I can say that for having spent the amount of money that I spent, I did in fact get meat. Here's more meat. These are seasoning pieces, and this is from Trip. So it's literally called, y'all, seasoning pieces. So this costs $3 for if you do a pot of beans, if you do some black eyed peas for the new year. Don't forget to get your black eyed peas. You're supposed to get the dry ones. Okay. I did get some more meat. Got some canned meat. Chicken of the sea, albacore tuna, and I always get my tuna in water. Do you prefer your tuna in water or in oil? Drop that in the chat. Do you prefer tuna in water or in oil? Did I see Monique Cole? Or maybe we were just talking about Monique Cole. Okay. Now these pork chops, I tend to like them thinner. It's a mixed bag, it looks like. Just like all areas of society, we are sparse on workers. So have y'all noticed like butchering in the store as far as cutting steaks and meat and stuff? It's a mixed bag nowadays, isn't it? I think they need an apprenticeship on butchering meat and cutting it up. That's all I'm saying. But this was a mixed bag. So it looks like I have a couple of thin ones and then a couple of thicker ones. And I prefer the thin ones myself. I personally prefer a thinner cut chop. Mhm. Mhm. Now I'm gonna eat either. Coffee no cream says I prefer the thin ones too, but I'll have either. Yes. Yes. Okay. And coffee no cream says she buys tuna in water. So I do too. And I think pretty much people just do whatever your mama did, right? Whatever your mama did, that's what you feel is the best. So well, I was trying to make this all pretty for y'all, but y'all see where I'm going with this, okay? Y'all see where I'm going with this. Ooh, thank you. Because I've never bought tuna from Costco. You know, I buy my chicken from Costco or Sam's in the can. You have any idea how much the price was for that tuna? Because I sure will look. Because I just bought that one can because I know it'll make me a small bowl of tuna because the boy doesn't he claims he doesn't eat tuna. And I said, now how you don't eat tuna? And I raised you on tuna fish and tuna melts and tuna casserole. So how you saying you don't eat tuna? These young people, sometimes you just gotta look at them and laugh. You have to look at them and laugh. Yes, I am doing a poll question for us. Because I'm always mindful of just making sure I have protein, even quick protein. So nuts protein, boneless, skinless chicken thighs protein, shrimp protein, pork chops protein, seasoning pieces protein, and I bought some salmon. And I almost picked up the macros, but y'all, the macros, oh my gosh, they stink to high heaven. And I have bought it was mackerel in a white can with a white label on it that I had never seen before, and I was like, I ain't fooling with that mackerel because it's mackerel anyway. So like I'm fooling with that. So I will be using Alaska pink salmon when I want to do some salmon croquettes or salmon cakes, salmon patties. Okay, for 8 cans. Do y'all know how high tuna has gotten? And the tuna little the individual, the smaller tuna cans with like what? I think they used to have 6 ounces. Now I believe they put about 4 ounces in those cans. Yes. Shireen, thank you for that shopping trip tip to check out Sam's Club or check out Costco for tuna. And you might be able to get that cheaper. Yes, honey. I haven't had any salmon croquettes, so a country breakfast is coming my way for YouTube because y'all did not this winter weather roll in here across this country? Whew, y'all. I have got on my long sleeves. I have my hat on, still have my hat on because I'm trying to stay warm up in here. Yes, thank you all for joining me. Y'all, this is just really not working. We're gonna get a better tripod. This has a lot of flop in it, but it can go all over the stove when I'm cooking. But this is way too much movement. So my apologies. Yes, I had work travel this week, and when I got into Minneapolis and stepped off the plane on the jet bridge, that Hulk called wind, baby. Thank God I had my coat. Thank God I had my coat with me because that Hulk, that wind coming through that jet bridge, whew, to get off the plane. Whoa. But y'all, it was a winter wonderland in Minneapolis. So that Let me know. Oh yes, when you get home, you gonna get that tree up. Okay, so we have the meats, and I picked up black grapes, and I picked black grapes with intention because the blacker the grape, like the blacker the berry, the more nutrients it has. So I love green grapes as well, or white grapes, those cotton candies. I love those, but I always try to choose the black grapes now because the dietitian said they have the most nutrients. Picked up some shredded carrots. Y'all know it's a Friday, so excuse everything. It's a Friday. I saw these in the produce section, so they're even cold. They have them refrigerated because it says keep refrigerated. These are cranberry sweeties. I've never seen these from the Old Snap brand. Are these new? Have you all had these? I've never seen these in the Old Snap brand. So I don't know if this is new for their brand or maybe it's just new to me. Probably knowing me because I don't go in the store. It's just new to me. So I will be trying those out. And these have, it says sweet cranberries infused with a burst of fruit flavors. And this serving is 50 calories. No protein, that's to be expected. 12 carbs in it. So I bought some veggies. These were a buck. I love these steam fresh vegetables for a buck because that makes sure that I always have veggies with every meal. Because if nothing else, I can always have a salad, and I do have salad in the fridge. But I always have these veggies, and these were only $1. So this is cauliflower with cheese sauce, and the sauce is it's a light sauce. It's not heavy like you might think. And I bought some of this cauliflower. This is riced cauliflower with some carrots and peas added. So it only has 5 grams of carbs per serving. So much better than rice. So I always use this to replace when I'm eating rice. I did also pick up some brown rice, and I get it in, it costs a little bit more when you get it like this. You can also buy the minute rice, just in a little box. But like this, I buy it with intention because then this helps me to do portion control. This is a 1 cup serving of rice. And really a serving of rice is a half a cup. So that each one of these cups is 2 cups, 2 servings of rice. And we tend to eat the whole cup of rice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Harjareen says, I need to try the cauliflower again. Yeah, you might like it. Or try it roasted in the air fryer. That's delicious. That changes the whole flavor of things when you roast veggies in the air fryer. For me, it does. Especially when I get a rut. Uh-oh. Okay. I have 3 colored bell peppers. I've got an orange one and the other little end here opened up on me. I've got a red one. And I picked up a yellow one. Yeah, those pickles are really good. The little old snap pickles, and it's just enough. It's just a nice little snack, or you could add them to the top of a salad. I've done that before. Frozen items, I rarely buy. That's the only thing I bought in a can was the canned pink salmon and the canned tuna fish. I buy my vegetables, with the exception of tomatoes. I buy them. Everything else frozen veggies because low to no sodium in frozen vegetables, whereas vegetables in a can are super packed with sodium. So this keeps my blood pressure in check by using frozen veggies. So these are just the soup mixins, and I love this one because it has okra in it. I love okra. So I have that as far as frozen, and I also got the broccoli in the light cheese sauce. And then I just picked up some steamed broccoli. Just this is just seasoned broccoli, and it's got really good seasons, Tuscan seasoning. It's good to go. Cook it right in the microwave, and you don't have to cook this stuff in the microwave. You can open it up and just put it in a skillet, and it'll cook real fast. Some people don't like to use the microwave, but I do. I didn't say that. I love microwave is fine for me. Fine for me because it can help me get food that help me stay on my program just like I need it, right? So I don't have a problem with the microwave. That's why you should pray over your food. Amen and amen. Okay. Now that was it. Yep. Y'all, that was it on the food. What do you think I spent on that? No, everybody eats their tuna in water, so we'll end that poll because that's clear. Got a clear and compelling winner there. Okay, so I see Coffee No Cream has dropped in $42 as her guess. Do I have any other takers? How much do you think I spent at the grocery store for the items I bought? And just know that I paid $10 for the bone-in pork chops, and I got exactly 5 bone-in pork chops. So $2 a chop for bone-in pork chops. Wow, that just hit me. Oh, I accidentally hit the button. How much do you think I paid for the food? Oh, I started a new poll. So check your phone if you can. Check your device if you can. If not, then just kind of do it in your head. So far, Coffee No Cream, it says $42. Thank you all for hitting that like button. I appreciate that. We have someone saying $57 and someone saying $62. Okay. So we're going to talk about it because I was shocked at how much the food came up to. Hey, welcome in, Wanda. Wanda says $57. Okay. Thank you, friend. Wanda says $57. Wanda, how was your workout week with your trainer? I've been missing you. I had travel this week, so I've been missing everybody, but catching up as I can. But Wanda, low carb queen, Stephanie 57, and the Zumba challenge. Oh my goodness, y'all are giving me so much motivation to get up, to get moving, and now I've got a new Fitbit. I finally got my new Fitbit watch going. Finally took the time for that. And all of my minutes today have been in my target heart zone. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Love that. I love that for me. Yes. Because can I tell you the amount of time I stayed in pajamas this morning? It was needed and necessary. That's all I'm going to say. I still had to do work, but it was needed and necessary for me to stay in my warmest pajamas with Mickey Mouse on them, the blue pair that I like to wear, and my warm, cozy socks. Mhm. Because winter has come straight on in here with a vengeance. These cold temperatures, I was talking with Low Carb Queen, with our friend Low Carb Queen, and I said, "Did I miss you walking today? Are you walking today? Did you already walk? Did I miss it? Because it's Friday. She normally walks on Friday." She said, "KendyK, it was 38 degrees in her community. Yes, 38 degrees. And water freezes at what? JC, 32 degrees? I think I have that right. 32 degrees Fahrenheit water freezes. So we're at freezing temps. So she said, no, there, no. Mm-mm. Once I saw the temperature outside, there was no need for me to venture out. So with that in mind, friends, if you have little people, children, now's the time to go ahead and put their undershirts on. They need undershirts under their clothes. Keep their bodies warm. Keep their core temperatures warm, friends. Especially if they're walking to school, friends, then they won't get sick. At least that's what my mama taught me. That's why we had to wear our undershirts for the winter. Yes, it's not just good for babies. It's good for everybody. We need to have on our thermals. Yes, to layer up, protect your core. Yes, Wanda said she was taking her time. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was okay for me. It was okay for me. I needed it. I was able to keep working because I don't know. I felt good in my jammy, so I left them on. I sure did. So, y'all, we're going to be locked in with KendyK is going visiting tomorrow on my channel, and I'm going over here with D Bossway, Harjarina Net, JC Calamity Jane, and Stealth Health India. I will be with those friends tomorrow, along with the Queen herself, Low Carb Queen. We have an amazing collaboration, and I hope you've already seen the thumbnail because it's a great looking thumbnail. And Joe's Sleeping Slim Down journey is going to be rooting us on. But we're going to be over there visiting tomorrow. So I'm super excited about that. And now I'm over here drinking my coffee with a straw. Hmm. Because KendyK does the most on most days. So y'all are now saying $57 for the groceries. 67% of us think $67, $57 for these groceries. One person says $62 for these groceries. Okay, we need some more votes here. So if you can vote, if you do have access to put in your vote for these things. So I'm gonna keep the grapes out so that I always pick through my grapes, make sure there are no bad ones in there that are soft, and then I go ahead and wash them, and then they're grab and go from the fridge for me when I need. If I choose to have a snack, because it's a choice and I don't have to make that choice. Thank you, dietitian. You're right. I need to reframe my thinking. I am choosing to have a snack. But she said, like, if you choose the grapes or you choose your apple slices, she loves that I'm using regularly the yogurt, and that's what I went to the store for. One of the things I went to get is more Greek yogurt, and I like Oikos Triple Zero yogurt, Greek yogurt, because it has 20 grams of protein, and I love that for me. So she likes that, but she says make sure that you've got some protein in the snack. So don't just do grapes. I should do grapes and the cashews as a snack. Hmm. I'm super excited. Y'all just don't know how excited I am for this collaboration tomorrow. I'm super excited. I'm super excited that first of all, you all thought enough of me to invite me, and thank you. Just thank you. Yes. Yes. So the grapes will be really good for fiber. Absolutely. Veggies are always high in fiber. Coffee no cream says $57. Thank you. So this is what I purchased from the grocery store. I got quite a little bit. Once I took things out of the bag, it looks like I got a little bit more. I feel better about what I paid for all of this. But it was shocking to me. It was shocking. So we do have some meat. We do have some vegetables. We got lots of veg. And we've got even some fruit. So I covered it all. And I left the bread there at the store. Didn't need any bread. I don't normally eat bread. I did buy some last week because I wanted a ham sandwich after Thanksgiving. And so I had it and it was delicious. Coffee No Cream is laughing. She says, for sure, KendyK, you did not spend just $42. And didn't. I spent way more than $42, friends. I sure $42 is not the right choice. How much did I pay for these groceries? Thank you all for joining in. Appreciate you. We're just over here. Well, I was about to grab a chair and sit down, but I'm steady shaking the camera all over the place. Okay. Get somewhere and sit down, KendyK. Yes, so I agree. No, unfortunately, I spent more than $42 at the grocery store. Hey y'all, hey. This is KendyK all day. We went shopping. This is what I picked up. And then I got up there, had to check myself out and pay for it. So friends, food is high. Food is in fact high. God is higher. Ooh, JC. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet then. JC says that she spends $150 a week for 3 adults. Mmm. Yeah, I don't think your prices are distorted. 3 adults eating and eating healthy, friends, isn't cheap at all. Eating healthy isn't cheap at all. Though the grapes were on sale for $1.99 a pound with your digital coupon. All grapes. They had grapes, black grapes, red grapes, green grapes. All the grapes were on sale for $1.99 a pound. And what I did, because this time of year fruit really goes bad really fast, and y'all, I just took out what I needed. Nothing says I have to buy this whole big container full of grapes, which would have probably been about 10, $8 or $9 worth of grapes. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I left in the bag what I needed. I took the rest out. That's why you got to wash your grapes. You got to wash all your fruits and veggies with hot water. Um, but friends, I'm just saying. Yes. So the grapes, though, Y'all, this is supposedly 3 pounds worth of grapes. I don't believe that that's 3 pounds worth of grapes, but it cost me. Oh, they were a dollar. No, it wasn't 3 pounds worth of grapes. It was. Let me check the receipt. They were $1.99 a pound. And so when they rang up $2.75. So it was. Didn't tell me to wait on this. I guess 1.38 pounds. So a little less than 1.5 pounds of grapes. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, and that rang up to 2.75. Yeah. Yeah, that is for adults, because can I tell y'all, the boy is eating me out of house and home. I'm used to what it takes to feed me, right? Because he was staying with his at his dad's house. They were being bachelors over there doing God knows what, right? But now that he's here, but like this food right here, I know he'll eat the pork chops. He'll eat whatever I do with his chicken. He'll eat that, and he does. He says he doesn't eat tuna. Mm. So I guess I'll wait another month and tell him that I mixed tuna with the chicken salad I made. How you gonna tell me you don't eat tuna? You ate tuna your whole life. Amen. I guess maybe he just doesn't prefer tuna. Let's say that. Yes, friends. Y'all feel free to share your channel link if you want to. I see that Nightbot is. Oh, Nightbot may be off. Let me turn Nightbot back on. And my friends that we're joining JC Calamity Jane, we're joining Harjarina Net, D Bossway, we're joining Stealth Health India, and we're rooting us on tomorrow will be Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey. I'm going visiting because it's the holiday season and it's the time for getting out and visiting others. So I am going visiting and I'm joining these amazing humans for behind the scenes. And I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about that. Yeah, Nightbot, I have to put them back in here. I forgot. I forgot about Nightbot. Let me put them back on the case. Let me put Nightbot back on the case. Okay, give them a few seconds to warm up. Yes, y'all. When I went to the store just now, I had to let the car was in the garage, but I felt the spirit to let the car run. Amen. I had to let that car run, even in the garage. And I turned on my seat warmer. Y'all, I had to engage everything. Absolutely. I had on my puffer coat, zipped up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I've got to call my mama and see, because my mama lives in the Midwest and she got snow. They got for real snow. Okay. They had a light dusting a few weeks ago, but baby, the snow came down this week. Okay. Down. And bless her heart. The snow started Saturday of last week, and they've been getting snow. It snowed real good Saturday. It snowed real good. Kept on snowing Sunday and Monday. And she said it was Women's Day at church, and so they had the women. They were going to practice at church on Saturday for the women's choir, the all women's choir for Women's Day. And bless her heart, at 77, and I'm so glad she's made this decision. If it snows at all, despite my brother shoveling her walks and stuff, making sure that things are clear at her house when it snows, she just doesn't go out. And I'm so happy, because we can't risk her having a fall. I don't want to even think about that. So she knew once it snowed she wouldn't be able to go to choir practice for the women's choir on Saturday. And then, because it kept snowing and freezing and refreezing on Sunday, she was not able to go to Women's Day. And so she said, "Yes, I just called pastor's wife and let her know." And I said, "Well, amen, mama. I'm proud of you because we cannot." And so so glad she's not taking those types of chances because you only get one mama, and I need you here. I need her right now. I need her. I need her in the house, staying safe. So I've got to check these. Looking at these groceries, I've got to check on her and make sure she has what she needs because when you're in the house, it's one thing when you choose not to go out, but when you kind of have to be in the house, that feels a little bit different. So she might be going a little stir anxious. So I need to check with her and see if she needs any groceries, because if she does, then I can do a delivery to her house from Walmart, or I can do a delivery from Sam's Club. Those are her main stores for groceries. So I'll see if she needs anything. She might need Kleenex or and some, a few little things. I don't know what she's trying to cook, uh, but she might need a few things. So I'll check on her after this live stream and see if mommy needs anything. And so that's y'all. I'm able to use my Walmart Plus app and do a grocery order for my mom, send it to the door. I'm able to put the tip in for the driver, all of that. Leave directions for where I want them to put the things, all of that. Yes. I'm glad not only does she know coffee no cream not to go out, but she has made this choice herself. Like, we didn't have to coerce her into that. She made the choice herself to be safe. So I love that. Thank you, mommy. Thank you. Um, my mama's a go-getter too. Like, because the part I didn't tell y'all about the Women's Day and her singing in the choir and going to Women's Day is that she was over the Women's Day at the church, but she did not go. She did not go to the choir rehearsal, and she said people still came to church, and she watched church online. And she fellowshipped online, because she does know how to do that. I'm so proud of her for learning that. My mom actually is 77. I'm so proud of her because she really is a go getter. She's a crafter, and she has her things in a craft collective store where all of the crafters, they do sweat equity, meaning they go work at the store and then to work off their time and stuff. And so then they can put their stuff in the store, and that's how they keep the store staffed. So this is, Christmas is their big season for crafters. So I'm very proud of her for doing that. So she has a very busy schedule. I'm like, mommy, when are you gonna sit down? But I knew one preacher, and he said, you don't want to. How did he put that? You want to wear out, not rust out. You want to wear out, not rust out. Yes, yes. So my mommy, yes, she definitely keeps a busy schedule. Schedule. Hmm. Yes, and I love that. But when it snows, she sits down and she said, "So yeah, I've just been getting up, starting my car because she's got the electric starter, which it comes in so handy for her in the Midwest where it gets far colder than it does where I live. So she stands at the front window and she starts her car, lets it run, and I think on my car it shuts off in 10 minutes. So she lets it run, and you know, because when you get down into these cold temps, your car cannot start sometimes, Sometimes it's just too cold. So if you keep starting it, letting it run for 10 minutes. My mommy, she taught me a lot of things. I thank God for my mama. I thank God for mothers. I thank God for mothers. So shout out to you if you're a mother. But she, this time of year, but every time of the year now, she never lets her car get past probably 3/4 of a tank of gas. Mm-mm, mm-mm. She only has one reading on her car for gasoline, for fuel, full. Anything less than that, she's telling you to stop at the gas station and fill her car up. And I had forgotten my mama was like that. And so I think it was last Christmas. I spent last Christmas with her. And so I was going out somewhere, whatever I was doing. And she reminded me when I was leaving her house in her car to fill her car up with gas, and then she needed some gas. And she kept saying it. I was like, "Mama, I'm not gonna forget. I'm gonna fill your car up with gas." Y'all, when I got in the car and the car was three-fourths of tank full of gas, no, ma'am. I'm not filling up the car with gas in the dark. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We will get gas tomorrow when we go out together. Okay. We are not getting gas in the dark because your car is full of gas. You've got three-fourths of a tank. But I just cracked up. I said, "That's my mama. That's my mama, and I love her." Yes, my mama still drives at 77. Yes, ma'am. She sure does. She toodles to her little craft store where she has her craft thing set up, and then she works in that little store twice a month. And so, low key, mama, if you are listening and watching this live stream, will you please take a picture of the crossbody bag that I wanted in that store and take a picture and then call me so I can look at your picture and make sure that that is the bag that I want. I'm just saying, mommy, because my mommy has been promising me that she's going to buy me this bag. Now, buy me this purse that I want, this crossbody purse that I want. See, that's funny too. There's a joke in that as well. I love you, mommy. She's going to buy me the purse. And it's supposed to be for my birthday. Now, y'all know my birthday was in October. So now the purse is going to be my Christmas present. Now she's going to buy me, but that's also really funny because she's going to buy me the purse with a debit card that's hooked to my account. Yes, mommy, yes. But please give me that purse because I do want that purse. Love you. Love you. And she's probably gonna take it to the post office and send it to me. I pay for it with the debit card linked to my account. And that's okay, mommy, because I love you. I love you. And you can have it all. You can have it all. Yes, because I thank God for my mama. Amen. Amen. My mama is funny, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, Coffee, your mama had a birthday? Okay, let me go back. I'm going back. I'm going back. Coffee No Cream's mama had a birthday. Happy birthday, Coffee No Creams, mama. Happy birthday, mama. Yes, my mama still drives at 77. Yes, she sure does. But she just like drives to church. She toodles to church. She toodles to her craft shows. And then my brother or my nephews go with her because, those craft shows, it's a lot of manpower for that. Like you got to have your wagon. You got to have sometimes you have to have your tables. You have to have your chairs, depending on which craft show it is. And you got to have all your racks and all the honey. The craft show Saturday. Oh, it's a lot. So my brother and my nephews, and my little sister niece, she helps her too with that when she's got a show. But yeah, she toodles around now. She toodles around. And yeah, we gotta pray for our mamas. Keep her lifted up in prayer. But yeah, she toodles everywhere she wanna be. She to the church, she goes to the grocery store. She won't like she would let me if she needs some things, she will let me do a grocery order for her today. And probably at this late hour, it's getting later in the day. I don't want them to deliver it in the evening because I don't want her opening the door, after dark. So I'll have it delivered for in the morning if she needs stuff. But just regular, when I'm trying to, on a weekly basis, say, well, what do you need from the store so I can order it? She won't let me do that. Mm-mm. She said she wants to go to the store while she can. So the only way she would let me go to the store today is because they're snowed in. She's snowed in. Mhm. Mhm. So I thank you all for joining me. Okay, let's look at this poll now. How much did I spend on these items? $42. No takers on that one. $57. Half of you say $57. Half of you people, you kind humans, said $62. Are you ready for the drum roll? Okay. Friends, at Kroger, using my Kroger ID for discounts, digital coupons. I had to invoke all of the things to bring this order down, y'all. And I still spent. It says I saved $6.93. That's what it says now. That's what it says. And I still spent $71.49. $71.49, including tax. $71.49. Yep. So, what do y'all think of that? Let's talk about that, and let me get this meat put away. And they're no use me putting away the pork chops, because once he sees that I have pork chops, see, if I was buying that pack of pork chops for myself, I think the last time we had pork chops was when my mama was here. And those pork chops were so delicious. Oh, y'all, hold your phone. Let me plug y'all in. Hold on. I'm about to lose power. Hold your phone. Hold your phone. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Yeah, so I'll have to cook that whole thing of pork chops. You know what I really want? I'm craving almost. It's some grilled meat. I would love to put these pork chops on the grill, but it's too cold out there for me. I could have the boy pull the grill out, but he's yeah, I'm not gonna, the food too hot for me to let him burn my food up. So I would still have to go out there and man it. Unlike a winter barbecue. Somebody was talking about that on the live stream. So that's why I had that in my head. I know. So yeah, y'all, the food was $71.49. I'm just saying. Food is high, God is higher, but this food is in fact high. Mm-hmm. It sure is. Ooh, I don't know. You bake it with sauerkraut. That sounds delicious. I've seen that. I've never tried that at home. I do some baked pork chops too, but I feel like these are gonna be fried. See, now Marjorie, no, that's coffee no cream. Coffee no cream. Why you gotta bring up the baked pork chops? Because that's much healthier, and I should be having them baked. But now you're thinking, KendyK, you really need to bake the pork chops, and I could, because if they really good seasoned, they're gonna be real good. Or maybe fried. So either way, they're gonna get cooked, and I have to cook this whole package of 5 pork chops, which isn't a lot of chops, but for 2 people, it is. But I know I'm gonna get one out of there, and if I leave it too long, he gonna eat my other pork chop up. So I won't. And as far as the chicken, freezing the chicken, I believe. Um, yeah, Friday is good too. I don't know, coffee. Now you got me thinking. I probably need to bake. Maybe I should bake mine and fry his. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because I know I already know I don't even have to ask him, do he want. He's probably listening and will text me and say, fried. Okay. So yeah, I paid for all of this food, friends. I paid $71.49. I could not believe it. And I checked my receipt to make sure I didn't ring up something twice. Nope. Y'all, the canned salmon. This canned salmon was $4.69. The canned salmon was $4.69. The canned tuna, chicken of the sea canned tuna in water. This is the big can. So this will make us a nice bowl, well, me a nice bowl of tuna salad. $3.99. Yeah. But this salmon, canned meat, $4.69 for one can. Yeah, the food is high. God is higher. I think I might do that. Thank you for that suggestion, Coffee No Cream. I am going to the boss says she likes hers baked too. Yep. I think I'll bake mine and put him fry his. Yep. That's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, food is high and our God is higher. Our God is higher. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for rocking and riding with me. I'm just putting up food because I purchased these things at the grocery store today and I want to get them put away. But we're still, for the most part, eating out of the freezer. Those pork chops just looked good to me, and I said, pork chops? That sounds good. Do y'all like these things? I think we just call them squeezies. Do y'all like those little squeezies? Those are Italian ice. Well, I'm taking them out of my freezer today. I can't do that, but I got to stuff them somewhere else. Because I don't want to hear anybody's mouth about what's in my freezer. But he likes those little things like a child. But I tried to eat them and I didn't like it. It didn't taste like something I wanted to waste my calorie count on. Oh, Coffee No Cream likes them. Okay. I've had to remove them. I'm gonna put them on the door after I get all my other stuff that needs to be frozen in the freezer. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm over here loading the freezer, you friends. Loading in the freezer. These are they. Food KendyK picked up. I'm gonna rewrap that. These chicken thighs. And these pork chops are being cooked for dinner today. Excuse me. Excuse me, reaching all across there. I can't wait to try these. I was about to put them in the pantry, but they actually have to be refrigerated like the pickles. But are these, have y'all had these? Are these new from Old Snap or are they just new to me? I've not had them yet. Can't wait to try them. But I've drunk coffee and I kind of like drinking coffee and tea because then it curbs my urge to snack. Eating these things right here, these Italian ice, your babies love them. Yeah, my baby boy loves them too, except he's a grown man. Okay, that was the freezer telling me you left the freezer open. Okay, so let me shut it. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for locking in. Thank you for checking in. This is Hey Lala. Welcome, Lala. Hey y'all, hey. Hey y'all, hey. It's KendyK all day. Hey friends, thank y'all for joining me. Happy Friday and happy holidays from KendyK all day. Now back to our regular scheduled programs. Okay, let me make sure y'all still have volume. Okay, we do. I told y'all I wasn't gonna do that because normally when I do, I mess something up. Yes, that's my hat. Okay, that's what I wanted to show y'all. This is my hat. It's one of my favorite because my mama made me this hat. My mommy made me this hat. She sure did. We was talking about my mommy. So my mommy made me this hat. Thank y'all. Thank you. It is absolutely one of my favorites. And it's a fabric hat, so I can wash it. You know, Kitty K loves to wash something. And this time of year, I'm like, normally, because y'all know I have a whole bunch of OCD tendencies. So this time of year, I've traveled this week, so I have that coat going in the washer, this hat going in the washer, the puffer coat that I wore to the grocery store today going in the washer because you know Kenny K loves to get the washer going because it's the sound of it is soothing to me and it makes your whole house smell good. And Kenny K just likes to wash. I do, I do, y'all. I just do. It's just me. It's just me and OCD. I wash everything. Yep. That's why I buy Vera Bradley purses because I can wash them. Yeah, because I can wash them. For real, I do. Yep, I sure do. I sure do. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for rocking with me. This is KendyK all day. We're just having a Friday chat. I wanted to check in with the village. I want to check in with my YouTube family. That's y'all with my peeps. So thank you so much for joining me. Good evening, Coffee. You be blessed, my dear. Be blessed in these YouTube streets. And I'm definitely gonna be blessed because I went in that store today, but I bet you I won't go in there next Friday. $71.49. So I'm okay with it now that I saw. Well, I'm just thankful that I didn't hesitate to buy my food. But I did have more meat than I thought. So I had chicken, fresh pork chops, pink salmon in the can, and tuna in the can. I also got some nuts, if you want to call that protein. That can be thought of as it is a protein. So I'm okay with it. It could be better, y'all. This food is high because this is just food for two people, basically. This is food for me, essentially. So, yes, friends, yes. So I want to thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for being locked in. Don't forget to join me over there tomorrow. Y'all go visiting with me. Join me. They said I could bring friends with me. So join me with Harjarina Net, JC Calamity Jane, Stealth Health India, and Joe's Sleep and Sundown Journey. And Low Carb Queen is also joining us there. Okay, we're going visiting for the holidays. So join us over there on those channels tomorrow. Goodbye for now.